Okay, let's start the exercise. First, I want you to think about the event that evokes some anxiety. And as you do, just get a sense on that scale of 0 to 10 where you would rank the intensity right now. Okay? Now I'd like you to notice as you think about this memory, notice how your body feels. Kind of scan through your body and notice if you feel a pressure in your chest, if there's a tightness in the stomach, a tension in the jaw. Just notice physically how you react to the thought, the memory of this event. Now, as you feel that sensation, notice what thoughts, what words, what sounds seem to go with it. Now turn your attention to the mental pictures, the images, the scenes. Notice what image you would associate with that physical sensation, that thought. And finally, notice what emotion you would call this experience. Now return your thoughts once more to the physical. As you think about this experience, this anxiety-evoking memory, think once again about how it's feeling now in your body. And notice if it's feeling exactly the same as it was before, or if the quality has changed just a little. Perhaps the sensation has moved or shifted, or it's lighter, or it's releasing in some way. Now, notice what words, what thoughts, sounds seem to go with this memory. Now, think of the visual images. As you feel that feeling in your body, as you hear those sounds, notice what mental pictures, what mental movie, what images come to mind. And finally, notice once more what emotion that you would call this experience. Now let's go through it a third time. Once more, thinking about this anxiety-evoking memory. Notice now how your body is reacting to the memory. Notice if it's exactly the same or if it's changing. Now notice any thoughts, any words, any sounds that seem to go with that sensation. Notice what mental picture, what image you might associate with it. Now, what emotion comes to mind? What you would call this experience now? Let's go through once more. Think about the anxiety-evoking memory. Feel how it feels kinesthetically, physiologically in your body. Notice what thoughts, what words seem to be associated with it. Notice any images that come to mind. Notice the emotion that you experience as you think about it. Now let's repeat it. Think again about the anxiety-evoking memory and notice how your body is reacting to it this time. Notice if the quality has changed. Notice if the sensation is a little different, if the location is different. Notice the thoughts, the words, sounds that seem to be associated with that physical sensation. Now, notice what mental pictures, what mental movies, what images come to mind. And finally, when you feel that sensation, what emotion would you call it? When you think of that image, what emotion would you call it? Those sounds, what emotion is that? Now let's go through it once more. Once again, as you think about this anxiety-evoking memory, this stressful event, notice now how your body is reacting to this memory. Is it exactly the same, or has it changed a little more? Has it shifted in some way, either in quality or location? Now, as you tune into this current iteration of that sensation, notice what sounds seem to go with it, what words, what thoughts. Notice what mental pictures, what images come to mind. Notice what emotion you would associate with this. And let's go through it one more time, once more, thinking about this anxiety-evoking memory. Notice how your body is reacting now. Notice any sounds, any thoughts that go with it. And as you think of that sound, notice if there's a mental picture, an image. And finally, notice once more what emotion you associate with this experience. Well, that's a few times through. Perhaps it's a good time to pause and reassess. So now, on a scale of 0 to 10, when you think about this anxiety-evoking event, where would you rank the intensity? Is it exactly where you would have put it when we began this exercise? Or has it shifted or changed in any way? You can repeat this exercise as frequently as you like. Oftentimes I like people to go through this up to about 10 times. So if you're not at a low enough level of relief, a low enough level of stress, then let me invite you to go through this a few more times and see how you do.